She does seem very mature for her. Oh my god,
Okay.
no!
What are we doing, bro?
No!
What are we doing, bro?
Wow, off
She is
the bat.
16. You are 27. What are we doing, bro? What's going on?
5 minutes with it.
Mental age gap. Mental age gap. Never heard that one before. It's a weird way to justify this. Okay. This one just seems like a friendship, to be honest. This one feels like it's just a little bit... I don't know. Huh. I'm kind of split. First of all, there's this guy named Metro DL. This Metro guy, so he's one of the biggest Overwatch players. Flatly, you seem to care about Overwatch stuff. Have you ever heard of this guy?
I love Overwatch. I have. I actually have.
So, is he cool? Is he funny? Is he cute and funny?
He was, I believe he was the number one, or not number one Widowmaker main. I think he was a Soldier 76 main, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
But I've only heard about him in passing, only because I used to follow the New York Subline team. The what are they called? Excelsior, I believe is the pro team. And he would pop in and around streams and stuff like that. It'd be like, oh, hey, here's so and so. But
So
I know
it looks
he's like a
you know that he's a what?
kind of does like not tutorial videos, like build videos. If you go to his shorts tab, there's probably a bunch of build videos.
Looks like he plays a lot of Deadlock now.
Yeah, I don't know what the that is, but I haven't heard him in forever.
Deadlock is
Mostly
like
on
Steam.
like the message boards.
Deadlock's like Steam Overwatch. So I guess
Yeah.
Urn mechanics have been reworked. Delivering the urn now starts a King of the Hill style capture point, rather
Yeah,
than
he
using
does like a
melee
bunch of
to
these
flip
shorts.
the
yeah. So like strategy shorts and stuff like that.
There's, I believe he has. If you look up Paladins, is another one he plays. Look up, use a search bar right next to post, or you can just look up Paladins. I believe Paladins is another game he plays, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe not.
Well, either way.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Either way, so, you know, this all started because I saw a couple of clips of this guy. So, this is the first clip I saw. And now, this clip, you know, before any context... Why can't I pause it? What is going on? This is so evil. So, you know, initially, I just, you know, I see a clip like this, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay. This is a little bit of an edgy joke. Haha, funny. But then in context, it's kind of like...
Get that monkey.
Uh-oh. Like, look at this. So this is cool.
Monkey one, keep me up. Nothing is dying! Why is my second DPS a woman? Suck me off. He's underage. I don't care, he can...
So I see something like that, I'm like, oh, this guy's probably a
jeez.
pretty based individual. He seems kind of funny or whatever. You know, and then we've also got this one. Which is just the same version.
He's underage. I don't care, he can...
So that's interesting. And then this happens, right? This drops a video, drops a doc and says, if you have similar experience with Metro DL and wish to share it, please reach out to us on Twitter. Now, has there been any updates since then? No, there has not. But we have this, which is currently being perused by 28 people. So clearly, I mean, it's kind of popping off, right? And so this is going to be a good old classic reading of a document. Okay. So apparently, you know, a lot of this is like minors. A lot of this is like sort of allegations, right? A good old classic. Did Leah ever respond to you or Dickers on Aiden Underground drama this week? No, not that I've seen. I just got my Twitter unlocked again. I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't seen her say shit, though. And you're going to an anime con? That's cool. That's epic. Okay. So, this document was only made to spread awareness, so please do not harass anyone involved. Okay. So, apparently, Metro's been with minors and barely 18-year-old girls since 2018. When confronted about it, he refuses to see what's wrong and downplays and lies about the events. You know, I think it's time. Hold on. It's time for all of you to just sit back and relax while I tell you all about this epic drama.
It's time for a drama.
Drama Thursdays. Okay. The screenshots are usually ordered following the timeline. Everyone's been censored using a color code, blah, blah, blah. Pretty classic. The girls involved, we got red, dark blue, and purple. Metro's friends are brown, gray, and orange. And then ex-Metro friends are green, yellow, and light pink. Okay, that's kind of going to be a lot to keep track of, but that's okay. So Metro was 27 years old, and he's talking about red to yellow. Red was 16, turning 17 on the 14th of May, 2018. Okay. We're gonna have flatly be women.
I love women.
Okay, so... Ugh. It's tough to talk about the topic. Really spicy.
Hold on, I gotta zoom in. Alright.
Honestly, if you don't want to, it's fine. Just know that I'm here if you don't want to talk about it.
What do you think about relationships with big age gap?
I personally think that age is just a number after 18. However, if they're under 18, I think that waiting too close to the gap so that there are at least 18 imbeciles, but...
That is really weird. If they're under 18, waiting to close the gap so they're at least 18 is important. Well, that's just... Oh, okay.
You're almost 18.
So Yellow is an ex-Metro friend. He is not a woman. Okay, good to know. I agree.
If someone was, let's say, 17, and the other person was like, let's say 27, it doesn't really matter. But I personally would wait 1 year before doing anything.
I agree. Well, you see, I have never been in a relationship with, like, more than a 2-year age gap. Okay. And supposedly it's talking about oh, okay, I guess there's more. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, lucky for you, I'm the expert at... I also think that if these two people both really like each other enough, that they would both be willing to wait the 1 year and few months. And I haven't either.
Again, that's just definitional. But okay. And I never planned to date anyone that's, like, still young.
I mean, feelings happen, you know?
It just so happens that my stupid self decided to like someone even though it's wrong on paper. Now, that was before the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Dreamcast stuff. I mean, you probably know who I'm talking about, but she's like really deep into the community and basically also knows everyone.
Yeah, pee-pee and poo-poo, yeah.
So, when that DK thing happened, it was like the worst thing that could ever happen because we also stream, okay? We were planning to wait and all anyways, but that shook everyone up, and it's been really, really tough, especially for her. And I'm sitting here like asking myself what's wrong. It's like you question yourself so much. It is a really bad feeling.
She does seem very mature for her.
Oh my god, no!
What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro?
Wow,
she is 16. You are 27. What are we doing, bro? What's going on?
5 minutes, Hippleton. 3 scrolls. Wait, how many pages? 3 pages.
The funny thing to me is that, like, it's not even Metro. Like, Metro's saying some really sus. I'm not liking what he's saying. But the friend who, for some reason,
Yellow
the doc maker,
validated.
well, and the doc maker's like, oh, let me make this person anonymous. And I'm like, why? This person seems horrible. They seem just awful. Like, what do you mean she seems mature for her age? What do you mean it's okay to wait until she turns 18? What are you talking about? Like,
she seems, that is the, what is that, like the go-to quote?
yeah, but
Well, she just seemed very
it's
mature
that
for her age.
But it's not even, there's more than that, because it's not just that. It's also him saying, yeah, I think it's totally fine to, like, you know, be close to, like, a minor for, like, over a year and wait until they're 18 and then do stuff with them. And I'm like, no, that's what is. You can't do that. Like, what's going on? What?
Dude, we make these jokes all the time, right? But the more and more, like, I see people online, I feel like in my head, the likelihood of one of these actually believing what I'm saying as a joke, they would actually believe.
I only
like,
make jokes that are, like, so extreme that, like, people know that I'm joking, because, like, stuff like this is just, like, a little bit too close to home after you cover, like, 30 cases of stuff like this, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, you know,
like, how many times do you think you've been in a VC where you've made a joke like that, but one person in there, I'm not gonna name who they are, but they ended up becoming one of those people. You're like, you know what I mean?
well, yeah, I mean, we've had cool guy, you know, I mean, obviously, I mean, this is bleak. I mean, my whole thing too is just like, again, why are we Can someone explain why we're making this guy anonymous? Like, I don't think he deserves anonymity, bro.
Why?
Like, why are we making this
What's
guy
the
anonymous?
secret? Are there more of them?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so...
What if it was like, they found us out, but they only know one of us?
I don't know. Here, keep on going.
She does seem very mature for her age, and on first look, most people would probably assume she was older based on her... Okay, come on!
That is insane!
It got worse!
Yeah, people would probably think she's older, so you're probably
No.
fine, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
She looks older.
Yeah, she has, you know, her really come in. Yeah, the 16-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Okay.
Oh, God.
I also don't want to hurt anyone.
But I don't know, personally. I don't think it's an issue once she gets to 18. She's turning 17 in a few days. I think if her Twitter profile is correct.
Bro. hack watching the
God.
age. Awesome, okay. I mean, I played with her before, never got to know her personally. It was just a random
what do you
streamer talk that
mean?
started it.
I play with her.
Played Overwatch with her.
Yeah.
She's very smart. Yeah. We basically a full 10 years apart.
God, she feels the same way though, right? This isn't you just having feelings for her, dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still bad overall, because I feel like we are both, like, pressured, even though we shouldn't because of all of that shit. I don't know. I honestly feel like right now would be the best to break everything up, or just wait. I don't know what I'm doing, TBH. Okay, well then, when you say to break everything up, it makes it sound like you guys are already engaging in something. I'm not liking that either. Okay.
This is... The last thing that you guys want is to feel pressured. I personally... Oh, hold on. I gotta... Don't move your screen. I just gotta move it in Discord. I personally will just tell her that we should continue talking for a few months and then see what happens from there. What? Don't validate this! If your relationship is strong enough, then I don't see a reason why 1 year will ruin anything with you guys as long as you both are happy. I don't see why any of it should be an issue. The age of consent in Minnesota is 16, so she's legally allowed by the state. I think it's just really up to you two guys whether or not 1 year is worth the relationship. Blank and I didn't finally meet in person until over a year of talking. I think it was like 1 year and 2 months or something, and I don't want to mention age at all because as long as you're both comfortable, it shouldn't matter. People mature at different age. Oh my God. If she's happy with waiting and you are happy with waiting, then I don't see an issue with the age gap.
You're right. Also, this is just, again, this is the classic, like, you know, not understanding the law. No, this Metro guy does not live in Minnesota, okay? So, no, it becomes federal because it's across state lines, okay? And, like, on top of that, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't even live in America. Like, this is not how any of this works at all. That's not. So, no, the age of consent being 16 does not matter. It defaults to 18. Like, you're just stupid, but okay.
I stick my pee-pee in her.
Go ahead.
Plus, if you're interested in going to BlizzCon, PedoCon or something, then you guys can meet there. It might be best to meet at a place like that, or PAX East or TwitchCon. That way, if either one of you get uncomfortable, you guys can always talk to each other outside of school when you pick her up.
No,
also,
stop.
By waiting the year...
That's not what he said.
My bad. You guys can have another conversation with James Charles about stuff that you guys want to do
Stop,
to
seriously.
each other.
Okay. So what he said was, so seriously, because no, I'm not getting this bullshit where they say I'm misrepresenting stuff. That way, if either of you get uncomfortable, you guys have stuff to do. Also, by waiting the year, you guys can talk for months and figure out how big the mental gap really is. Okay. If that's something that you guys are concerned about. And he responds, yeah, we were planning to wait anyways. If I could have, I would have. Never even started anything, TBH, before when we weren't really thinking about anything, you know? Having fun chilling. Imagine how the DK day was. Like a slap in the face, like, oh, that was God. That was like God summoned the most unlikely scenario. Like the devil's act. Honestly, should just take it very slow overall. The whole thing has been bothering me for like weeks now. And I've talked to like 2 people, and the opinions are so different about the whole thing. You want to try again?
Interesting. Yeah, some people see age as something that's a big issue in relationships, but honestly, once the other person is 18, literally no one else's opinion matters since they're an adult. The only thing that could be an issue, oh god, I'm yawning, is any mental age gap, which you guys can talk about and figure out how big of a gap it really is. As long as you both are comfortable and happy, that's all that you need. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yep, you're fine. Mental age gap. Mental age gap. Never heard that one before. It's a weird way to justify this. Okay. Conversation between Yellow and Bright Pink about Red. So Bright Pink is also a former friend. I don't know how to feel about it. Did you know about Red? Oh, bullshit, dude. You were fucking affirming it the whole time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? Oh, so now you don't know how to feel about it? When did you say this? Okay, so this was... I can't tell if this is European time or American time. So this is either the February 5th, 2018, or it's May 2nd, 2018. And then this would be... Oh, I guess it is American time. Okay. So that would be May 2nd, 2018. And so, what, 8 months later, you finally decided that you don't know how to feel about it, even though you openly encouraged him the entire time? Okay. So then Pink responds, yes, I knew as soon as he spent more time in her server than his own. Conversation between Green and Orange about Red. Hey, Green, I've got like a stupid yet kind of serious question. Does it not bother you that Metro has gone after underage girls? Like Red and Pink? Conversation about Red between Orange and Green on December 1st, 2025. Context. Yellow wanted to expose Metro in 2022, but Metro learned about it and made sure he couldn't. What? Okay. I don't think a lot of people are talking about this, but Metro and Red were, like, talking when she was 16 and he was, like, what, 27? Or close friends. Yeah, he was talking to 18, 19-year-olds while being 32 as well. Well, yeah, but I mean, this one's way worse, right? Or whatever the age gap was, but she was still a minor when it was happening. And also, no, they were not just friends. But yeah, clearly, from the way they were talking. I know the final straw is with the Yellow thing was over Pink, and when he had it out with Metro, it all blew up from there. Yeah, it seems to be quite a pattern. When you told me these years ago, I was 20 myself, and I found it weird, but I didn't see how predatory it was. These censors are weird. I don't know how I feel about them. Yeah, Red was like 15 or 16 at the time. Metro and I got into a voice call at one point and talked about her because he wasn't sure what to do. I think I told him that he needs to wait until she's at least 18, or else it would look really bad. It's been 6 or 7 years ago. Fuck off. Fuck off. I already know what's gonna happen in chat. At this point, though, so I don't remember specifics. Gee, that's right. The Dree, and then censored, had just happened a little bit after Red and Metro started talking, which made them not want to go public anymore. Oh god, I fucking talk about the age of consent for the state she lives in. I feel shitty rereading that. Are you fucking kidding me? What? So you were the guy encouraging it, and then you were gonna expose him? What are you talking about? What? So did you just, like, have a guilty conscience? Why is this guy being censored? This guy literally just, like, passively allowed this to happen for what, like, almost 4 years? Just unchecked, and then had a change of heart? Why are we rewarding that? Okay. He's smart enough not to mention her name as well. Was Red 16? Conversation between Orange and Green. In 2020. He had like a mental breakdown to me and other... What?
6 or 7 years ago.
6, 7. 6, 7. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Okay. So, he had like a mental breakdown to me and other over the Red thing because it wasn't working out due to the age gap thing. And me, Yellow, Pink, and I guess other Pink knew at the beginning. Conversation between Red and Purple in 2025 about what happened in 2018. I'd be happy to share some info, but I definitely don't have a whole lot. Can I ask how you were able to find the connection between Metro and I? I honestly had a different person in mind during that year, and that was weird, but Metro and I mostly duoed and DM'd very lightly. We duoed when I was 16 and stopped when I was 17. I went through our DMs and noticed some strange ones, but nothing that can prove he was flirting or interested. But a mid-20s man begging for a mercy pocket and being worried about my sleep is strange looking back. So, I guess, okay, so Metro was lying to the initial person in saying that it wasn't some unrequited thing. And in actuality, he had never confessed his feelings to this girl and was figuring out the potential relationship that they could have before even knowing if the feeling was mutual. Very, very odd. Very odd. Okay. So, I'm not... Are they going to zoom in on the... Okay, good. The 3 screenshots Red sent to Purple in the conversation above. It's definitely past your bedtime, eyes emoji. Never. 3 a.m.? 2. Wait, 9-7, oh. That's 2, question marks. Well, still too late. Baby emoji. What time is it for you and why are you still awake? Go to bed. Hey, hope you're okay. Don't blame yourself for a bad ending or a bad stream. Sometimes, people are just stupid and the game is trash right now anyways. You're not even a machine. You're not a machine that can just produce good content, even when the game and people are ass. You give up too easily, Red. Deleted from Steam, FL, WowE. Yo, are you gonna stream soon? I need a Mercy Pocket Duo. I'm solo to 4.6k, no boosting allowed. It's not a boost, it's a symbiosis. After everything that happened with me and the other girls, the other girl, we started digging further and found your name mentioned, I assume, by Pink. Metro was having a conversation with Yellow, and I can send the conversation we have if it's okay with you. He most definitely liked you at the time and he knew it was wrong. I would appreciate seeing it, yes. At the time I genuinely had no idea. But I'm 24 now, and if I was begging for a Mercy Pocket from a minor, that would be very weird. I'd like to mention that Yellow was his mod, but Metro unmodded him and banned him after he threatened to expose him for the Pink situation. He tried to say Yellow was harassing Pink. Also, Yellow regrets this discussion and he knows how wrong it was back then, but he was also too young to realize what was going on. So the guy who was talking all that stuff about the fucking age gap stuff and like the, age of consent and like blah blah blah. The whole argument now is that he was too young. How old was he? I guess I can't fault him as much if he was a minor. But if he's like if he was like 20 when he had that conversation, then yeah, I'm still gonna like look at him pretty sideways, right? I also had no idea at the time. He told me last Thursday that he was in fact flirting with me. I'm sorry about this. I know it's pretty disturbing. And then she responds, that's crazy, saying yeah to Yellow, asking if she felt the same way. What? We never voice called outside of talking on stream. OMG. Yeah, that's really fucking creepy behavior, but okay. Yeah, very sorry you had to go through that. It being so recent too, it takes a long time to heal. It is possible that you have many people... Oh, and it is possible. And you have many people who support you, I'm sure of it, me included. And then Purple, here are more screenshots. It seems like Metro told people that he was close to that. You guys were flirting, and or at least that he liked you, even though he knew your age. And that's some more of these screenshots that we've already seen. Thank you for your kind words. Our goal right now is to get a clear timeline of everything that happened. Pink, since your name was mentioned, we wanted to get the point of view. It seems like this was all in his head. It was really all in his head? That's so wild. He was obsessed, and I truly didn't care about him like that. He deserves jail. I don't care. That's horrible for all the girls. I believe you. All of this is just kind of insane. I wish I didn't have to contact you for this kind of stuff. Can you confirm your age when he was talking to you? I was 16, May 2nd in the screenshots, and my birthday was the 14th. Okay. Conversation between Bright Pink and Green on the 6th of December 2025. Bright Pink says that Metro lied about Red's age to other people. So Metro made them seem older than they were? Yes. Message from Yellow to Green. He just has no accountability for anything he does. He acts creepy towards girls much younger than him, doesn't respect boundaries, gaslights people if they start to question it, the list goes on. Dark blue and purple stories happened at the same time. Okay. A doohickey? A machine? Okay. Metro was 32 years old, Dark Blue was 19, and she was in the community. I don't really care, but okay. I mean, like, that's not... if you're two adults, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, again, the one that I'm going to be the most interested in is obviously the 16-year-old, right? But, sure. Maybe this just establishes a pattern that he likes younger women and doesn't really discriminate in terms of age. Sure. Are you an interesting person? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no, 3 for I don't know who you are, I'm cleaning up my chat list. 2. You're supposed to type 1. Wait, ignore that. 1. Haha, you fell for it. Now, since you claimed you're interesting, I'm gonna need a very interesting fact about you. I don't have one, to be fair. No shot, you almost had it. You could have been like, hey, I'm Blue, I play Sombra on gold level, and my favorite streamer is Metro. And you would have been in. This story makes it sound like you're 12. Please confirm you're over 18, so I don't ruin this conversation from the start. Lol, I'm 19. Saved. You're still probably too young for me, unfortunately. Most likely, yes. Unless you can act all grown up and stuff. I can already act like a kid, so we can fake our age closer together. Again, I don't really care about the age gap. Like, it's, sure, you could say it's creepy, right? But, like, then you have lines like that, and it's like, oh, ew. Okay. Ruh-roh. Dude, I haven't played Besieged in so long. I used to have that on my old Mac when I was like 13. Like right after it came out. Metro's response to the screenshot above in 2025. I don't think this is creepy, it's a bad attempt at flirting. Also, I genuinely don't even remember who that was. What? What are you talking about? Hi, Shadow Humor. It's been a long time, buddy. Dude, what? What the fuck does that mean? You don't remember who that was? Is that how frequently you do this, bro? Like, what are we talking about? Okay, so then 2023. Purple was freshly 18, and she met Metro in a comp game on Overwatch. He added her. She went to his stream to say GG, and he sent her a message on Twitch asking to add him on Discord on the 9th of November 2023. Yo, you pussy, did you remove me? Bennett. I was gonna give you one more chance to add me, but no, I'm heartbroken, it's over. What? I'm a boomer, it took me a day to figure out how to answer you on Twitch. But no, I didn't unadd you. I have Metro. Add me on Discord. Conversation between Metro and Purple when she added him on the 10th of November. I got scared. Oh, why'd you add me? I got scared. You're scared of me, so you added me? I thought you needed to tell me something, I don't know. You did not seem like the smart type. Reacting to her studies. Anyways, I added you because you seemed interesting enough to talk to, and most people bore me. Don't take that as a compliment. She told him she's a lesbian. Oh, you're not a dude? I'm gay, sorry. Same. Conversation between Purple and her friend. 4K, ya Metro Dans Mess DM. How am I supposed to, can you, okay, thank you, God. I was like, what? Okay, translation. Why is there Metro in my DMs? I do agree that it's weird. I said that I'm gay. Ooh la. But he keeps talking to me. I don't know why he's talking to me. They planned a call to play and drink together on the 17th of November 2023. Flirting -100. Real. I only know of Metro through his dramas in the Deadlock community, especially his beef with Andrew Chicken. Low-key not surprised that this dude's a mega creep. Friday 8 p.m, my final offer. Purple says sure. It's actually the only other day that I can make it this week. Okay, you're written down. Wow. Meeting interesting person, hopefully, but they play Mercy. But Friday 8 p.m. for what? Oh. I'm actually pretty sarcastic myself. I just don't get sarcasm over text. Me too. Add emojis when you do it, it helps. We going out for drinks, obviously, so I can ghost after 30 minutes if it's shit. The day before the call, Purple was in his Twitch chat, where she asked his age. He wouldn't answer on stream, so she asked in private. Metro was someone hiding his age to his community at the time. 26? No, XD. What, 27? 28 at most. I'll tell you tomorrow if you're interesting enough. Fuck off. Am I talking to a grandpa? What the fuck? How old are you? I'll tell you tomorrow if you're interesting enough. Okay, see you tomorrow. Conversation between Purple and her friend. I'm playing with Metro this evening. I still don't understand how. Lamau, friend says. I think he's really old too. He doesn't want to tell me his age. XD. It's embarrassing. Imagine he's doubling my age. Ooh la. At first I thought he was like 27 or 28, and he told me no. I'll bet he's 34. Bruh, no. Actually, I have 2 girlfriends that are in their 30s, but it's still a little weird. They called and Purple told Metro that she was 18-year-old and a lesbian. Metro asked Purple about lesbian sex, so they had a call for 5 hours. I guess there's no record of that, but okay, sure. Screenshots from conversations between Purple and Metro between November 2023 to February of 2024. Also was fun yesterday, thanks for hanging. But you do really seem to hate dudes, so I don't know if we can function. I get it, I hate him too. Typical woman, misbehaving then acting like the victim. Lol. Typical woman, nerd emoji. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you look like, but you do not look smart. You should send me a pic of you and my man brain is gonna fall madly in love, and then you can do what you did to that poor ex of yours. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm interesting enough, actually. Telling you to put your clothes back on? I hope they are already. DPS main ego. I like working naked, actually. That's not Twitch friendly. You wouldn't be able to tell if I don't wear pants as long as I don't stand up. Are you free this Saturday? 9 p.m. Dude, this is rough. 5 hour, oh my god, I'm so sorry. 5-hour call after this, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know. I mean, at least we don't even have the call. I'm gonna be real. Getting a new tat this Wednesday. Gonna look hella gangster for my dad. Did you just call me dad? I'm gay and I have tats. No, hello? You're more like grandpa. Are we playing Don't Starve together? We're going out for cocktails because you fucked up last time. Did you like Don't Starve? I do have other games on my list. 2-hour call. No, you're fine. He's more important and I'm glad he's doing better now. You available this week? I have more time this week. How's your Wednesday or Thursday looking? I'm pretty available on Wednesday afternoon and evening, not Thursday. Wednesday 8 p.m.? Sure. I'll leave again around, 10 p.m. Gotta get the good sleep, 2-hour call. My basement has a key. I'll cook if you cut the ingredients. I will not eat in the basement. You're like my little pupil. Okay, I'll get a long chain for sunlight. What? No. How's your schedule looking this week? Trying to plan this awesome, super secret, romantic, amazing, exciting, marvelous getaway with you, with your favorite person in Germany. Oh. So, trying to potentially meet up, maybe, is what this says. I mean, so far, this is just like, I don't know, it's like very awkward, it's unfortunate, and, just maybe a little bit creepy. So, I don't know if this one is as big of a deal, but okay. Started a call that lasted 4 hours. There's got to be intent here for him to actually want to, like, do something with her, you know what I mean? Because right now, it just kind of seems like an awkward, weird friendship. Metro started a call that lasted 4 hours. I've never sent a nude on the internet. You safe. Great news, keep it up. Now you're making me want to change my mind. That's not how you talk to a woman. Another call for 3 hours. Now that is a war crime. You should be in prison for that. Oh yeah, arrest me. Wrong chat. Misclick. Yeah, you sound very feminine. I would not worry about that. I mean, you are a kid. Hello, idiot. I'll be booked out until next year. But we should hang out. I have the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of January open. And since I'm such a good friend, you're allowed to book early. I'm okay with any. I'm still on holidays. You tell me. Okay, let's say 1st then. Okay. I'll try to make time at 8 p.m. Okay. Bro, I legit only drink alcohol with you now. You're a bad influence. I'm trying to stay healthy, Close to my 50s. It is just a joke, I guess. Ah, 1 sec. I didn't say anything yet. You can poop in peace. 3-hour call. Thanks for playing and making me buy stuff. Hello, Mr. Alex. Remember the game you made me buy? Available this week or next one? It's Sunday, you dumbass. I'll probably get time this week, starting from tomorrow. I'll let you know. I know, you nincompoop. You better not forget or else. It's a menace. Okay, I won't. Yo, idiot. I mean, nice person. Friday night, 9 p.m.? Can we do 8 so I don't end up in the streets? If not, it's fine. I'll pack my bags before calling. 8:30 is all I can offer. Thanks, Mr. Alex. I'll be half in the streets. 3 hours. Unhealthy. I don't know what's wrong with this one. This one just seems awkward. Right? I'm not seeing anything wrong with this. Unhealthy. My gains. I'm down to drink sometime soon, actually. I'll hit you up. Bro, it's 1 bottle every 2 weeks. But I don't know if it's this week or next year. Yeah, we can drink. Better be this week, then. No promises, but I would calculate like a 50% chance. That's a mid-win rate for me here. Just like your Overwatch games, that's only fair. If you saw my schedule, you'd just die. Says the one who stuck master on the easy roll. Give me a few days and I roll your ass. Mention of his obsession with being interesting. You're interesting enough to live. Be more interesting. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm interesting enough, actually. Meeting interesting person, hopefully. You better be interesting. Anyway, I added you because you seem interesting. I mean, I don't know if that's like an obsession. I mean, it's just him talking about being interesting. I don't know. That's a little stupid. This one just seems like a friendship, to be honest. This one feels like it's just a little bit... I don't know. A little bit much here. They stopped talking February 7th, 2024. Their last messages. Cocktail recommendation, since you're old and alcoholic. Need something new. I'm dying, just had food overload. Try Aperol Sour. What did you eat? You like Aperol? Ooh, I expected better from you. Nah, I recommended that because it's a girl drink, Lamau. I really like Whiskey Sour or Continental Sour. I had super healthy McDonald's. Whiskey Sour might kill me, TBH. I'm trying to be healthy. Ever had Blue Lagoon? I don't know if it's worth trying. Yes, I do like it, you should try. Blue Lagoon was great. I feel brand new. Hey Alex, how are you? I just wanted to tell you that I'm now in blank to become a better alchemist than you. Also wanted to say thank you because thanks to your streams I met amazing people that made my day better every day. If you want to play some Don't Starve one day, hit me up and I'll always be down. See you around. Hello. Sorry for the late response. I'm very busy right now. I'm doing great at the moment. Very happy with everything that's not Overwatch. How is blank? Do you enjoy the country? And you don't have to thank me for that, lol. And yeah, we should hang sometime soon. From Purple. I texted him a bit later on to thank him because I met most of my online friends from his community. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have. It wasn't really an attempt to reconnect, but more like a message to show gratitude. I did mention playing again, but we didn't, and I have no issue with that at all. Okay. Conversation between Metro and Purple about the screenshots above on the 26th of November, 2025. She didn't remember if she told him she was gay before the first call. Please give me an example. I'm really trying to understand, because in my mind, when you tell me you're gay, I'm like, okay, that's cool. We're chilling. Yes, give me a sec. Some were before you said I'm gay, I think, and others were death after. Since I told you during our first call, I think. But that's the age difference that makes all of this an issue. Really? I don't know. Okay, first one is 100% me flirting. Everything else is just my normal brain, TBH. I don't think those are inappropriate at all, other than first. 3 is a dumb joke that I don't do anymore, TBH. 4. It's not about that. Really, I do think the first one is not okay if I knew your age then. You did. So was this after or before I knew your age? After, which is the issue. I mean, it's not great. It's also not illegal. I don't know. Am I supposed to, like, have some horrible issue with this? I'm sorry for that then. I'm really not trying to make excuses. I do want you to know, genuinely, 2 to 6 is just me making dumb jokes. I talk about my basement daily. I also still make the dumb joke of being naked on stream every other week. It's Switch brain. I'm just being honest here. I can tell when I'm flirting. First one, 100%. Also, calling your voice feminine is a compliment, no? Well, I think you should avoid making those jokes to young people on the internet considering your age. One day it's going to cause you problems. Yes, if I was your age, which I wasn't, so no. Also, that means you were flirting with me after I said I was 18 and gay. I just don't want you to think that I was talking to you because you were young or some shit. It's fine, you don't have to justify yourself. It's over now, or I'm over it now. It happened, it's in the past, I just hope you realize that it's not okay. Sorry if I made you upset. I just don't think I crossed any lines, and I treated you like a friend, and it was fun hanging with you. Am I going insane? I'm doing a poll. Vote in the poll. Okay, so Light Pink confronts Metro about everything. Metro lies about Purple's age, hides context and downplays events to Light Pink on the 27th of November, 2025. Metro. I don't know how old Purple was. She is in her 20s. 23, I think, back then. You can ask her. I'm messaging her right now. I'll show you the logs. Because I'm pretty sure she's like 20 now. I'm checking the logs and I messaged her. She has not responded. We hung out twice. She told me she was gay and we never talked again. Well, that's not what happened, but okay. Actually, she messaged me. I stopped messaging her. 1,000,000% overage. And how old were you? 29? Yep, older actually. She told me she was in her 20s. Well, she defo wasn't. She's 20 now, so like 2 years ago, she's like 18. And you're saying you didn't know that because she lied about her age to you? I am saying that she told me she was in her 20s. We hung out like twice in Discord and she told me she was gay. Well, we do never have her saying her age, so I mean, I guess that's somewhat feasible. Okay, people who are saying yes to what happened with Purple being wrong, please tell me why. Like, what's the problem? Like, am I just not understanding something? Am I just not getting something? This case isn't necessarily bad, but it can be included in evidence for a pattern of him messaging female fans a lot, and I guess younger female fans. Sure. I'm saying that she told me she was in her 20s. We hung out like twice. Yeah. How old are you? 30? Yep. Does that make me a creep? 10-year-old age gap is creepy to you. Yeah. 12-year, too, at that age range. It cut off all context of this screenshot. 26? No. Yeah. So, I mean, like, either way, she didn't say her age, at least in DM, so we don't know if she lied or not. But okay. She tried to pretend Purple didn't want to tell him her age and that they only hung out twice. Okay. She told me she was in her 20s, not 20. And I'm guessing you didn't get a screenshot of that, or was that in a VC you discussed? It was in VC, she didn't want to tell me over text. You can ask her either way. Okay, I'll message her. She's saying that she told you in VC she was 18. You were 32 when you messaged her? I'm still here, I'm talking to her. You said you were 30. I messaged her, I asked for her age. How old are you? Now, 34, right? We hung out in Discord twice, yes. So 2 years ago, you were 32. So yeah, I mean, I guess him lying about it makes it way worse, right? Like, he's definitely lying about, like, some aspects of this. He obviously knows how to subtract his age by 2, right? And he's trying to make it sound like it was less creepy, I suppose. Okay. So, why did you say yes when I asked you if you were 30 back then? I thought it was a few years ago. I also told you she's like 23. I haven't talked to Overwatch Andes in ages. So why then did you say yes? Okay, so yeah. You said 2 years ago, not a few. Either way, though, you were 32. Let's assume she was in her early 20s, like you said. That's still crazy. I mean, it's probably a little creepy, but it's not illegal, right? How has his age gone up? First it was 29, now it's 30, now it's 32. I mean, well, the first situation that we went over, she was 18. So it's like, that's part of it, right? Like, that's definitely part of it. Or sorry, I'm being retarded. The first situation that we talked about, it was 2018. So that's why it was younger, right? And it's been 8 years since then. So I guess he's 34 in 2025. He's 35 now, right? So he's 27 to start. So that's still crazy. I don't think that's crazy, TBH. I've dated everything from 20 up to 35. If it's a line you don't cross, that's cool. I don't have an age gap preference. It does not make me a creep. I'm still talking to her. Okay. Metro tries to make Light Pink believe that Purple wants revenge from getting ghosted. That she was the one showing interest, and also claims that he didn't bring up the alcohol. I like talking to new people. I've been in 3 long-term relationships and a bunch of smaller stuff, and I'm old enough to know that I gotta talk to a lot of people to find the right person. Most of the time when I talk to people, it's because they show me interest first. It's what happened with Purple as well, which is not true. I guess he could be misremembering, because it's been a couple of years, but that's just not true. Isn't the Purple girl 18 and then 20 now? Correct. Yeah. I don't know if Purple has sent you the DMs that she deemed inappropriate, but when I messaged her the other day, I asked her, and she sent me 6 messages that she did not like all over text. I told you about those. Me making typical girl joke, a basement joke that I always do on stream, and 1 sec I will check the others. So sends these. There you go. You can have them. I told you I was flirting with her over text. Also, I did think that she was over 20. We hung out in VC twice. That's not true. There were clearly way more private calls than that. Playing Don't Starve. I stopped contacting her after. I have all the logs of this. She actually DM'd and messaged me multiple times after to restart a conversation, but that's all besides the point. That's all I think. I've never deleted DMs with anyone other than Pink, so that's another crazy accusation, TBH. Anything else? Final thing I will give you, just in case you do want to understand. I think you're too far gone, TBH, but I've realistically been approached or messaged by girls that seem interesting, roughly 50 or so, when I was not in relationships. Two-way street. I don't remember all of them. Were you sober in any of those conversations in VC? I don't drink. I may have had a beer. I do like beer or soju sometimes. I've not been wasted in years. Yeah, the thing that's making this worse for me is, like, it's really weird how he's lying about so much of this. That's really odd to me. There's only so much benefit of the doubt that I can give this guy. You know? Also, do you not think it's embarrassing that a literal quote-unquote kid, you called her a kid later, by the way, I'm quoting you, is telling you how to talk to women? This isn't all screenshots, by the way. There's a reason why you're not sending it. Do you think the message is bad? Genuinely. This is a joke. I pull on my stream to hundreds of people multiple times a year. I told you I DM'd her and I was flirting with her. I never ever crossed a line. Yes, if this was before she told you she's 18 and she's gay, yes. If this was after she told you, then also yes. Okay. He was drinking whiskey. Okay. It's not. I'm sorry. It's a joke. That's all it is. I talked about being fucking naked from the waist down on stream like 50 times. I know you guys would drink together and talk in VC. She's not proud of it. She was young, but why didn't you know any better? Yes, you weren't wasted, but you weren't sober either. Why even put yourself in a situation like that with an 18-year-old? I don't know how much you talked to her, but as I said, I 100% never crossed the line in VC and it was a fun time. I genuinely don't remember how much she had to drink. Was it after or before? Tell me that. I didn't bring up the alcohol. And as I told you, I never drink, and I never tell other people to drink ever. You also ignored the part where I said you're missing a screenshot you didn't send. No, I did not. There's 6 in total. You have seen all of them already, so I don't know why you're talking about it like you haven't. It's a basement joke and telling her that she should send a picture of herself. You sent 3. I want to see if you're being honest, that's all. Because one of them is also out of order, that you haven't sent. Okay. Yeah, it's really weird that he's lying about it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't drink soda except all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's really odd, right? Like, half of their conversations in like, text revolved around them, you know, drinking in VC, right? And to be clear, it seemed like they were having fun. So, I don't know how much I terribly care about it, but, like, him lying about it in post, that's really weird, right? That's really weird. I don't think there's an actual order to the screenshots. I don't think the order actually really matters, TBH. I also told you that I thought she's in her 20s. I don't think any of them are bad. But it doesn't matter even though if she was 18 or 20 though, right? I don't think it matters. You might think it does. Because you do seem to think it's creepier the bigger the age gap. I've always been upfront, always about talking to people of all ages. Hell, I care so little when you told me the other day that I told you one of them was 19. I don't even remember I told you that. That's how little it matters to my brain. Okay, I think I've heard enough. Thanks. I think you're ruining a great friendship over age gaps that you know existed months ago, or whenever I told you about that. It's very sad. Pink knows, other Pink knows, and Brown knows. Ask Brown what he thinks about the whole purple thing. Maybe next thing Green will do is convince you all these people are horrible too, and share those screenshots I sent to you. I'd love to know what he thinks of it. I have talked to him, so I can ask him about that specifically, but I've told him very clearly about my dating age gap, my age gaps, and it seemed like he agreed. If he disapproved of it, so be it, as well. I told him the entire story. I told him I flirted with her. I told him when she told me she was gay. I will give you a final thing to consider. Not that it matters in this context, but she kept on messaging me. You can call this ego or whatever. I think she's upset that I did not continue our conversations. Maybe I'm delusional here. Purple. Yes. I don't think you understand genuinely. So then send some screenshot. Hopefully they show that. Okay, nope, we just get this low quality screenshot. So Purple says, it's amazing here. I feel like I'm in a movie. Def had some cultural shock, but I made some friends and I'm thriving now. And then replying to, we should hang out sometime soon. I know you're busy, but since we have different time zones, it should be easier to set up game times if you're down. And then something with Pink. I guess that's just a general censor. Why am I getting stories of people calling me a creep with you? Huh? From who? There you go. Not that that changes anything about you disproving the way I talk, or the jokes, or me flirting. This is the whole DMs, by the way. I can find more above. She initiated conversations for weeks. Never hung again after those 2 times. That's just not true. It's more than that. But that's okay. I'm just bringing this up because what actually happened is that she probably is upset that I cut off contact. Because nothing sexual ever happened. I never crossed any lines that I deemed inappropriate, and I never will. I wish we had more on this, like, you know, the 16-year-old, right? Like, I wish there was more on that. That seems to be by far the worst one here. But I mean, I guess this just all kind of adds to the behavior of, like, obfuscating, lying. You know, there's some part of him that maybe thinks this is wrong, and that's why he's, like, avoiding the question and lying about it. He screenshotted Purple answering his last messages to make her look like she was trying to initiate conversations. They made up. Anyways, if you want to know what happened, is by the way. I'm guessing he's cool with her now, though. Me and Purple talked like 2 years ago. I was very chill with her back then. We were just kind of chilling, like flirty kind of chilling. Then, after hanging a bunch, she told me she was gay, lol. So I was like, cool, I don't know why you didn't tell me earlier, but cool. So I moved on. I thought it was pretty funny back then. But that friend group somehow turned that into me being a creep somehow. Mostly came from Pink. Metro trying to make Green, like Pink's girlfriend, crazy for calling out Metro for his behavior. I know you're pussy whipped, but there's like no hope for you, lil bro. But just in case you hear anything, ask him about it. Because it's just lies. I guess it's girl gossip. I'm not pussy whipped, cuh. I'm good, lil bro. Ask whoever you want to ask. You genuinely don't seem to understand what you're doing. Censor. Because your dumbass girlfriend is making up lies in her head. Censor. No need to call her a dumbass and resort to insults. You two are beyond saving, I think. She is a dumbass. She's a dumb feminist idiot that can't apply logic to her thinking. Because if she did that, she would realize what's going on in her brain. Whoa. What? Okay. She didn't make up lies, she just put 2 and 2 together. Final thing I'll give you just in case you want to understand. I think you're too... did we already see this? I think we did. It's a 2-way street. I don't remember all of them. That's not a flex, it was all ages. I've talked to a 32-year-old mom of 2. But that just so happened to play Overwatch. But I have explained to you how my job is and how I interact online. It makes it more likely that the girls that I talk to are younger than me. You should also realize throughout my past relationships that I have no age preference in there at all. Pink was a lot younger. My girlfriend before, and if you really want, I can probably find rent agreements with her, because we used to live together. She was a lot older. And even with the flings I've had over the years, it was so many different ages. The issue is, and I really mean this, is that Green is too narrow-minded to understand, and you are pussy-whipped. How she would invest the time to actively look for evidence. And if you look at how this entire thing went down, by the way, she was done with me after I did not ban Pink. She's just too far up her own ass to realize that she's extrapolating. I'm a pretty simple dude. I talk to a girl and see if I like her. It's not that deep. I make sure they're mature. I do like interesting conversations. That's it. You got like 9 more minutes. I'm streaming. Metro refused to ban someone who made women uncomfortable in the community. Okay. Conversation between Purple and Brown, Metro's friend, after Purple showed him a Google Doc, not this one, with screenshots on the 27th of November. Thank you for being normal about this, by the way. I sadly think that Metro is not the perfect man I used to think he was. I think he's just another man with power. I believe you about this. And she was 19 when he was 32. And from the way he expressed himself of you in the situation, he downplayed your intentions to a degree. I knew there was more there, but yeah. Yes, I agree with the last part, and I definitely experienced it. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I don't like that he downplayed everything to you and Pink. It's okay. I think I unwillingly dragged you into this. GG. He made it seem like he learned about my age and stopped after, when that's not the case. Yeah, and even the way he did it made it clear to me, that all he had in his mind was hooking up with women. Oh, okay. Where's that? Can I see more? For me, he had told me he stopped because of the lesbian thing. Yeah, no. Bad taste all around. Whichever the angle, not gonna lie, but yeah. Yes, and him showing barely any remorse and still thinking it's fine is worrying, but I give up, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but don't worry. I'm keeping an eye out. I will not hesitate to sound the alarm if I ever see something wrong. Metro tried to contact Purple because he got the brown Google Doc sent to him by Orange, Metro's friend, on the 9th of January. Are you aware that Green is sending your document around to everyone? Also, sorry for bringing this up again. I just get messages from random friends and the crazy people that don't seem to be able to let it go. If you ever want to talk and actually know about what they're doing, I don't think you ever heard anything that's not from them. I just thought that I'd share this because this is not okay for you or for me. Yeah, I made this doc for Brown to explain the story to him back in November. I don't know why you're saying it's Green, because the only person who saw it was Brown because I made it for him. No, I've been sent this by 2 other people. Ask Green about it. I can give you names in Discord, but I don't want to expose them. She has shown this to at least 3 other people other than Brown. Screenshot Metro sent to Purple. Yes, Green, some screenshots are from Yellow and Pink and stuff, but the doc from some lesbian who said you were flirting with her or some shit was deleted. Yeah, I've been over it. They're batshit crazy, thanks for letting me know. Out of curiosity, were the screenshots from Yellow and Pink and lesbian person only? And they only deleted the screenshots from lesbian person? I don't know what she told you, by the way, but I can talk about anything if it's unclear. They're trying to frame me as somebody who talks to underage people or some shit. I mean, that's just true. Lesbian chick was overage, by the way. Oh wait, they didn't delete it. I'm just blind. And then a bunch of other screenshots from Yellow, which I'd seen about Pink, and then something from Pink. Well, the doc was made for Brown and Brown only. I only showed it to Green before sending it to Brown, but that's it. Apparently she showed it to Yellow only. I don't really care if it leaks since it's just my POV and the truth to me. Yeah, I'd like to know. You should ask Green. She knows who she showed it to. I'm not gonna rat out a friend for now because obviously Green will just blame them. Ask her directly who she showed it to. If she lies, I can share. It's not Yellow, by the way. Apparently it's Orange, but I don't know them. I still find it weird they're the only person who sent you the doc, but okay. I find it weird that they told me Green is still going around messaging every single person she's ever talked to find some schizo evidence. Purple blocks Metro here. Okay. So then I guess messages from some of the people. Message from Red. This is the 16-year-old. At the time Metro and I DM'd and played together, I had no idea of his intentions and how he viewed me. It's extremely gross and I wish that I was aware at the time because I was not mature for my age. I was 16 years old and just like any other teenager, lying to others making me seem older than I was makes it blatantly clear that he knows his actions were and are predatory. Message from Dark Blue. I'd like to preface that just because I was 19 at the time of my conversation does not make him any less of a predator. Okay. He knew I was much younger and yet still tried to lure me in by stating we could fake our age closer together. Yeah, it was really weird. That's really weird. I was excited that the screamer of the community that I'd only recently become involved in had reached out to me. I was too naive to realize at the time that he used his status as a streamer to get close to me, and now to my knowledge, other young girls, in an attempt to form close personal relationships with him. I was completely oblivious to his uncomfortable and predatory advancements. It has only been in the recent months where I've realized how strange and creepy his message to me was. I've chosen to stay anonymous, but I wanted to share my experience to spread awareness about Metro's disgusting actions and the possible signs of grooming. I'd like to make it, and then purple, I'd like to make it clear that I didn't tell him my age through text because he refused to tell me his age first. I know that sounds dumb, but that's honestly what happened. I also never said I was 20 or even in my 20s at any point. The first time we called, I told him I'm 18 and a lesbian, and after that, I assumed we were just friends. I never viewed anything between us as flirtatious. I only realized he had been flirting with me when he told me in 2025. I regret overlooking a lot of things and ignoring red flags, but at the end of the day, he was an actual adult in the situation and should have known better. The fact that Metro keeps lying and downplaying his actions to people around him is worrying to me, and is the reason why I agreed to share my story. Thank you for reading. If you have a similar experience, reach out to us on Twitter. Huh. I'm kind of split. It feels strange because it feels like some of it was... It feels like some of it was pretty weird, but, you know, hold on. It feels like some of it was pretty weird. It feels like the age gap, I mean, definitively with the minor, it was obviously, you know, predatory, weird, whatever you want to call it. Like, really strange, planning out a relationship without her knowledge and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like with this other stuff, I guess it just sets a pattern. Okay. But there's more. Let me see. Alright. So then we have... Let's see if there's any, like, quote tweets on this that like, share more. Because, I don't know. I mean, by far the... Fuck this guy. I hate Midas. Dude, did he unblock me? Midas unblocked me. That's crazy. Okay. Midas had me blocked for a very long time because I exposed him for, like, calling, I can't remember who he, like, falsely accused of being a pedophile, but it was somebody. And I, like, accused him of that, and less than 5 minutes after saying it, he'd blocked me, despite being a 200k follower Twitter. So that's cool. Guess he unblocked me. Okay, I'm not seeing anything crazy about this here. Huh. Yeah, okay, so I'm not seeing any additional ones. Okay. So then Metro responds. Right? Wrong account? That's not the wrong account. I have issues with everything but the purple interaction. I agree. I completely agree. In totality, there's definitely an issue. I agree. Yeah, no, I completely agree with all of that. Like, it's just like, I don't know that, you know, there's really a problem with the purple stuff. And it feels like that was the vast majority of the doc. But, you know, again, I guess it's, you know, an establishment of a further pattern. Also, the fact that he lied about it at all is weird, right? I think that adds to the issue, sure. But this one's, like, a little bit more nuanced than, you know, say the Bruno stuff, right? Okay, so then here's his response. TLDR, I've never flirted with minors in my life. I mean, maybe he's not... Okay, maybe that's, like, a weird, like, gray area where he's technically not lying. Because I guess he technically didn't flirt with the underage girl. He just was planning to get into a relationship with them. Oh, I'm on my alt. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. I get it now, I get it. I forgot that I, like, finally got unlocked out of Twitter jail. Right. Let me see if I'm still blocked by Midas. Yep. Pretty sure I am. Okay. So, yeah, I guess he never flirted with her. He just was planning a relationship with her when she didn't even know that he had feelings for her. And was saying weird things like it's past your bedtime and stuff. I don't know. I mean, it was pretty flirty. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna call this a lie. I'm considering legal action against these people shredding these false allegations. Oh, God, of course. Okay. The things being said about me are either untrue or completely unverifiable. It's a really weird way to put that. So they're either untrue or you can't prove that they are. Okay. Aspen herself proves in her own messages that I never flirted with her, talked to her inappropriately, or had any kind of relationship beyond friendship. She explicitly states that there's nothing that that can prove he was flirting or interested. When she was first asked about us, she also describes our conversations as friendly. I'd be happy to share some info, but I don't have a whole lot. Can I ask you, are you able to find this connection? We duoed when I was 16 and stopped when I was 17. Went through our DMs and there were some strange ones, but nothing that can prove he was flirting or interested. But a 20-year-old man begging for a mercy pocket and being worried about his sleep is strange looking back. Weird defense. Also, I hope that you address the fact that you said you were, like, again, planning a relationship with this 16-year-old that didn't even know that you had feelings for her and, like, figuring out the logistics behind it, right? That's insane. I don't know. Okay. Even after reviewing screenshots and old messages, There was never anything between us beyond friendly conversations between two Twitch partners. I made the full DMs between Aspen and myself public from start to finish because I know there's nothing in them that supports these accusations. Where? In his Twitter or what? Let me see. My response to the allegations, when was that? That was June 1st. So then where are the DMs then? What do you mean you made them public? Fuck? Okay. It's weird. Even after reviewing screenshots and old messages, there was nothing between us. Okay, yeah, we already read that. The conversation with Yellow that is being referenced was from 2018 and was between me and someone that I considered a good friend at the time, a 23-year-old man. So, okay, nope, I'm back to saying that there is no reason for Yellow to be anonymous. Oh, I was too young to understand. What are you talking about? Bullshit, dude. I was too young to understand that it was bad for this 32-year-old man, or however the fuck old he was, 27-year-old man, to be planning a relationship with a 16-year-old approaching 17. I was too young to understand that. Really? Why are we protecting that guy? Because he changed his mind and decided to expose him later? Like, what are we doing? That's kind of insane. In that conversation, I brought up a possible situation that I already knew was wrong, or would be wrong, as shown by the messages themselves. It was a random dumb conversation between friends. No, it was you pre-planning a relationship with a 16-year-old. Nothing ever came of it, and again, as shown by the full DMs, Aspen and I never interacted as anything more than friends. Where are the full DMs, bro? The second accusation involves a woman who was 19 years old at the time. I spoke to her briefly for a few minutes. It was a casual conversation that ended quickly. Nothing inappropriate was ever said. At worst, you could call it a failed attempt at flirting between two adults. And then shows a couple of screenshots. The last woman mentioned in the document is someone that I hung out with once and then stopped talking to. She later contacted me multiple times and asked to hang out again. Even though we stopped talking, she spoke positively about me in the community. So this is him talking about Purple. This one is him talking about the 19-year-old, who he said that they can like fudge the age gap for to be in a relationship with, which is crazy. Okay. So even after we stopped talking, she spoke positively about me and my community. The rest of this document is largely people gossiping about me and spreading assumptions and accusations among themselves. The reason none of the DMs show me talking inappropriately to anyone is because I've never talked to anyone inappropriately in any way. I've never acted creepily towards a younger woman. The worst thing anyone could reasonably accuse me of is being bad at flirting. I do not follow any sort of age gap pattern when it comes to women. During my studies, I was in a relationship with a woman older than me, and today I'm happily dating someone around my own age. The people who created this document have engaged in a pattern of harassment against me for years. They went out of their way to contact as many people as possible who had spoken to me throughout the nearly 10 years that I've been a part of this community. Many of these people later came to me and told me that they had been approached by individuals trying to find dirt on me. I think it speaks for itself that after contacting hundreds of people, the only thing they were able to produce was a collection of twisted interpretations of conversations without a single screenshot showing me actually behaving inappropriately towards anyone. I mean, again, like, why are you not acknowledging it? It's weird to me that you can't acknowledge that conversation that you had where you were essentially like figuring out if you could pre-order this 16-year-old. Like, why can't you acknowledge that was a terrible conversation to have, that was extremely creepy, and you shouldn't have done it? Why can't you acknowledge that at the very least, right? If you've been around my community for a while, you know how dedicated some of my hate watchers are. In this case, however, they've gone too far, and I'm currently considering legal action against the people responsible for releasing this document. I do not want to go further into my personal life, but the people behind this document include a former moderator who spent years in a position of authority within my community and became resentful after I refused to ban another moderator that they had personal issues with. Some people may wonder why my response is significantly shorter than the original document. The answer is simple. The document is over 40 pages long, it's 38, but the actual allegations can be summarized in a few paragraphs. The document ultimately revolves around 3 interactions. A friendship with someone who was 16 to 17 years old in 2018. More than that. That is just a lie. Like, dude, you could probably get out of this if you were just honest, right? A brief conversation with a 19-year-old woman in 2023. Can't you acknowledge the age gap thing that you said to her too? Like, I mean, dude, again, like, you seem very, very duplicitous and dishonest with the way that you're responding to this. It's not going to help anything. Conversations with an 18-year-old woman in 2023 to 2024. Everything else largely consists of commentary, interpretations, conversations between third parties, speculations about my intentions, and repeated assertions that I was being predatory. My response focused on the actual allegations and the evidence behind them. If there were screenshots showing me grooming minors, pursuing minors, or engaging in inappropriate sexual conversations with minors, those screenshots would be the centerpiece of the document. Instead, the document spends dozens of pages attempting to convince the reader what my intentions must have been. That is why my response is shorter. I'm addressing the allegations themselves rather than every opinion, assumption, or conversation included in the document. The people behind this document want you to walk away believing that I groomed minors and behaved inappropriately with young women. I know that that did not happen. The most serious allegation in this document concerns someone I knew was a minor at the time. I've released our full conversation. Where? Again, where? Because I know that they're exactly what is in them. There are no inappropriate messages, no sexual conversations, no attempt to pursue a relationship, and no evidence of grooming. After more than 40 pages, years of archived conversations, and countless screenshots, the document still fails to show me that doing the things that I'm accused of. That is because they never happened. I mean, you're looping really bad. But okay. I encourage anyone who genuinely cares about the truth to read the original document, review the messages, and look at the evidence for themselves. Do not rely on summaries, rumors, or the conclusions other people want you to reach. These allegations are serious. My response has been to provide the full context, release conversations, and address the claims directly. The facts speak for themselves. I'm hiding nothing. Well, you're intentionally obfuscating some details. There's just no getting around that. But okay. Huh. So where are these DMs? Hey man, I'm a bit confused because you say that you released your full DMs with Aspen, but I'm having trouble finding any of them. Would you be, or finding them, would you be able to show me where you released those? Thanks. Oh, bro might be hiding a lot. I don't know. I mean, it feels like it. Like this up so he actually responds to me, please. Thank you. I wonder if we can message him. Let's see. Hey man, would you be down to potentially come onto my stream and talk about these allegations you've been facing? I think everything you said makes a lot of sense, but it would be good to clear up some confusion I've had. No worries, if not, just wanted to throw out the offer. Thanks. Alright. He then blocks you. Yeah, real. Let's see. We'll see. We'll check back on this in just a little bit, because there's more here. So this guy named Vegas Deadlock says, seems innocent to me. And, you know, he's been blocked. He's been banned from chat. So then Metro says, I blocked you personally, and only you, since you spent the last 2 days drama farming my life while running 30 minutes of ads an hour. I'm sorry you're unable to create any original content, but you'll figure it out. So Vegas says, when the 38-page document dropped, you told your mods crank the ads. I did not edit my ad schedule a single time, but I'm not surprised you're lying again, considering this is all you do. And here, unlike you, when I'm accused of something untrue, I provide evidence to support my claim as soon as possible. I guess just shows their ads. Sure. Weird. This is just all strange. This is all weird. I don't know. So, it looks like we're kind of stun locked for now. I'd like to hear from this guy, you know? It'd be lovely to get an interview, obviously. The allegation account made a statement when he put this out. It's in the groomer pedo thread. Sorry, grooming allegations with response, actually. Let me see. So, this one. Oh, okay, here. Let's read this. Message from Yellow. Hello, first thing I want to say is that I don't condone the things I have said in those messages back in 2018. Reading back, I think that stuff I said was disgusting and I regret it. I do not think I was too young at the time to understand like it says in the document. Hey, you know what? Alright, he's looped back around. You know what? Hey. Good on you for at least recognizing that that was insane and that you weren't too young. That's good. It was 8 years ago, and if asked the same question now, I would answer very differently. I hope that the advice I originally gave did not lead to him talking to more girls at the time. My thought process at the time was to try to lead him to just be friends with her until she was of legal age, which I realize in retrospect is just straight up grooming. Good job, man. Hey, good job, man. Those screenshots were originally taken in 2019 and on a Mac. I'm not sure if that makes a difference as to why the formatting of the dates looks odd. The Google document's not mine. I was originally asked if I wanted to contribute to the document, in which I said no, because I didn't think it was my story to tell. I've not spoken to any of the people in here, outside of this document discussion, for the past 7 to 8 years now. So, yeah, good job at least taking responsibility there, you know? That's good. I can't say much beyond that, though. Like, okay. Sure. Sure. You know, I mean, I still think you're a giant retard, but even so, like, at least you took responsibility. That's better than seemingly what this other guy's doing. Yeah, I agree that this person's name shouldn't be hidden. Also, why did you go private immediately after Vegas had pulled up your account on stream and said Nazi shit when referring to your tweets? Care to explain? What does that mean? What does that mean? So I guess this Vegas guy has been talking about this a lot more. So let me go, wait, fuck. Here, let's see if we can find anything else real quick, and then we'll move on. So, this Vegas guy. Okay, so I guess he's not, okay. Maybe he was just talking about it on stream and isn't really talking about it much on his actual channel and stuff. When the 38-page document dropped, you told mods crank the ads. I did not edit my ad schedule a single time, but I'm not surprised to see you lying again. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to leave it there.